Previously on Uranium Chef, the contestants returned to the Kipley village in order to prepare for the journey ahead. While there, they gathered supplies and spoke to the locals. Sunnis learned the truth behind his rock and was left unsatisfied. Zorby made a collar for Herb, and the gang fashioned weapons to prepare for any oncoming threats before heading back out on the road. As they ascended the mountain, it became clear that they were being followed and that an attack was imminent. Now, with the gang ready for battle, they are descended upon by a group of Habanyotes. Will they have what it takes to defeat the vicious beasts, or will they fail where all other groups have failed before? Find out now on Uranium Chef!
You guys have all kind of darted off in your directions except for Sunnis and Mimpi. And over the top of the cliff face that you're about to climb up, you see one of the Habanyotes kind of stick its head out and kind of like it stares at Sunnis. And when you look at the Habanyote, it looks like a giant, kind of like a timber wolf with a shaggy mane. But the mane kind of flicks off of it every now and then. And so it almost looks like flames or embers. But they, you can see as they float away, they kind of resemble kind of like what the fennel fox's fur is like. So they kind of like dissolve on the wind a little bit. You can feel the heat like emanating off of them as they get closer to you. Actually, Scuba, you kind of remember this feeling from back in the desert when you were wandering around in the dark. And it's also got these kind of like piercing blue eyes. And then like as it gets kind of like towards the tail end, it's sort of like a scaly tail. So it's kind of like all mane and fur up front, a little more scaly, kind of lizardy almost in the back. So one of them, you know, it's kind of like looking over down at Sunnis and kind of like growling in your direction. And then you see on either side of you, two more appear. And one of them is standing basically right over you.
How does its underbelly look like? Is it protected? Is it
So
scaly?
again, it's kind of got the flamey, fiery fur that kind of goes about halfway up kind of like the chest area.
Okay.
And then it's got kind of a scaly tummy, kind of underbelly. Kind of like a light greenish color, and then fades up. It's kind of like a darker blue. And then the third one is kind of just like on the road, kind of like the way that you guys came. And that's kind of like the smaller of the three. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like sniffing along. Mm-hmm. You almost think that maybe it was following you the whole time. So, Sunnis. Because you're standing in the middle.
Yeah.
And they're all looking at you.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to do?
So they're all sort of like flamey.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to preemptively take some of the dirt melon water, because I assume the provisions have just sort of been
Yeah, they're all,
dropped.
because Mimpi's right at your feet.
Yeah.
And everything he was carrying is right at your feet.
I'm trying to decide if it would be smarter to chuck it directly at them or like surround myself in it.
What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to preemptively surround myself in like a couple of gourds worth of water.
Okay,
Like
so you're
create
going to kind of like crack a
little
couple
pool.
of them and kind of pour them all
Yeah.
around you. So how about you roll, how do you want to do it?
I'd say I'm trying to be clever.
Trying to be clever? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what sounds like a good idea? Smashing these melons together.
That's a 5.
A 5.
Wow.
All right. So Sunnis kind of goes, bring it on! And grabs 3 of the gourds and smashes them. And they like just explodes liquid like everywhere all around. Some of it kind of like even like sprays up and like hits you guys a little bit. And you're kind of like, ugh. Because remember, it's kind of slimy and stuff. But
Yeah.
you can see that like the Habanyote that was on the road kind of like darts back a little bit like, what was that? The one up above kind of like starts growling more and like drooling a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the third one over above Cuca kind of yelps a little bit and kind of like hops back.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. They're really intimidated by my melon smashing. Hell yeah!
Huh? Sunnis, I'm really proud of you. That was pretty BA. Not gonna lie. Good job. Keep it up. Don't listen to me.
What is he doing? I mean, fine. I guess he's distracting them. I'm not the first one who's gonna get eaten, so appreciate the thought. But Again, he doesn't really strike me as the most inventive type, and he doesn't really strike me as a fighter either. We'll see how this plays out.
Oh, Sunnis. What an adorable character. I believe in you. I don't.
And then they kind of start to approach again.
Yeah.
Mimpi, right at your feet, starts to spin in a circle. And he doesn't like lift off or anything, but he does start to like spin along the ground, kind of like a top, heading in the direction of the one that's kind of lower in the road.
Like kick him along the way or something. Use my spear to like golf
Yeah, it's
swing.
curved, right? Your spear?
All right, do you want to roll a quick?
Sure.
Oh God, you're gonna kill Mimpi.
Oh
Coco's gonna be so upset.
Do you want to re-roll?
I'll re-roll.
I feel like you need to.
I haven't done any yet.
Before Ash gets too crazy, we rested. Do I get my fate points back?
Sure. We'll say you got your fate points back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody can refresh up to 3.
It's still
Little
real
better.
bad.
It's a little better.
This is quick, right?
Oh no.
It's a solid 0.
Solid 0.
Yep.
So as Mimpi's going by, you swing at him, but he's already gone before you do it, and you just kind of like spin around in a circle. That's about
Thank
it.
God, I was
Sweet.
hoping he wouldn't. hurt him.
Nothing crazy. You just woo. Coco, next to Cuca, is hyperventilating, and that's about it. Zorby,
All right.
you're snuck against the wall.
Stuck against the wall.
There's
Okay,
a
so
drooling Habanyote above you.
there's one above me, and there's 2. So
You're looking, I'm gonna draw.
yeah,
this.
let's draw this out because I want to know where they are in position to me
Okay.
with my back against the wall.
Zorby.
Yeah,
He's above us.
I know. How tall is the cliff?
I'd say it's probably about like 12 feet.
12 feet. Okay.
I was about to say you could just skewer him.
That's what I was thinking, but I think it's too high up.
Launch yourself. You have enough tentacles. You've done it before.
I'm thinking of doing something really crazy. Okay.
What's your plan?
I'm going to try something clever.
Okay.
All right. Here's what I need from you. Hold on to my tentacle, pull it real tight. Okay, she's pulling it tight. I take my spear and I use my tentacle as like a bow and arrow, okay? Or like as
Ooh.
so
Okay. So roll
pull it down.
Clever.
All right, so I look up, Habanyote right above me. I've got my perfect spear in hand, and I'm thinking I've got one shot to send this mother through his face. Let's see if the grobs are in my favor.
And I'm gonna try to launch it right into the one on top of the cliff. Come on, please, 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 please. I'm gonna reroll that.
Always remember that you can also use fate points. Just give yourself
To give a
plus
+2. Yeah.
I could do better than that. I have a +2 clever. We can do better than that. Okay, that'll
Oh, wow.
work. 4.
4?
Yep.
All right. So you
Her bow and arrow.
stretch your arm out and you pull down on it. Wendy's even kind of helping you a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
to kind of
yeah, yeah.
stabilize it.
This is perfect.
All right. And you count it down.
3, 2, 1.
And the spear launches straight up and right into the underside
Holy
of the mouth
crap!
of that Habanyote.
Shut up!
And it kind of like sticks out the jaw like here. And it's not dead, but it is thrashing around, yelping. And it tries to run back the way it came. But the underside of the spear catches on the edge of the cliff because it's hanging down so much lower. And as it does that, it kind of knocks the Habanyote off. It falls down right next to you, and the spear goes the rest of the way.
I'm kind of
So
glad
is the
this
spear
happened.
out?
It's now all the way up like this.
Oh. Is it dead then?
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
That's a super dead.
I was kind of worried that I wouldn't get my spear back, so this is kind of perfect.
Yeah, did you see that? Thank you, Grob.
Dude, that was an awesome idea. We make a good team. Freaking octopus bowman. I bet he does that all the time, though.
Oh my gosh, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. There was blood everywhere. I
Pankuka.
All right. So I want to try and I think I want to take out one of its legs.
Okay.
So it can't walk. But it's got scaly back ends. Is it like reptile scaly, like you can get through it, or is it like rock hard, like a shell scaly?
Think like closer to more like a rhino or a hippo or something like that.
I can get
Tough
through
hide.
that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna aim for is its hind leg, sort of where its Achilles tendon is, so that I
okay.
can slash it.
Okay.
And basically, so it can't use that leg anymore.
Okay. So you're going aggressive? What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's
I figured as much.
girl.
I think,
yes.
Have you done any roll that hasn't been aggressive?
I have. I've done some quick ones.
I think I've made her do some quick and
Yeah.
some clevers and things.
Yeah. All right. So that's 4 total.
4. Okay. So you
I
immediately
could
hop
just
up.
use a fate point though, and even make it +6, right?
You could. Yeah.
But 4's already pretty good.
I feel like 4 is good enough, but if you want to really, I mean,
I really
why not?
want.
Use
Why
it.
not? I'm gonna
Use
do it. So it's +6 now.
+6.
Yeah.
All right. So you're aiming for like the Achilles.
Yeah.
Tendon. Okay. So you launch up and you're right underneath this thing, and you kind of let out like a bestial cry. And you slash, you're like Wolverine. You're just kind of like, just bestial slash right at the legs of this thing. And you get the tendon, but you also seem to have hit something else. And
Bones?
you've cut it deep. And the leg, it kind of like, is pulling it up like this, and you can see blood kind of flowing out.
I love it.
Rears up, yelps, and scampers back off into the forest.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna chase that.
Did you see how awesome I was when I slashed that heel of that Habanyote? It didn't even stand a chance. I went one move like this, and then one move like this, and then couldn't do anything. Followed the blood trail back to my victim.
Oh, we got to kill these guys, but that was brutal.
And now
We've got so much other
there's one
problems.
more still on the end of the road, and it's kind of like backing away a little bit, but it's kind of like still staring at you. But Mimpi is continuing to rotate towards it and kind of knocks out its feet.
Oh.
And then Mimpi continues down the road.
He's a blue shell.
So it's basically it's fallen now.
It's fallen over.
Is he gonna go find the first place?
So next up
Habanyote.
is Scuba.
All right, I'm gonna carefully grab. I'm gonna grab a rock. I'm gonna put it in the sling.
Okay.
And make a careful aim. See if I can hit it dead on its face.
Okay.
Maybe knock it out.
Okay.
Oh, give me strength. Oh, 4.
You guys are getting way too good at rolls.
Except for
Well,
this guy.
you know,
for that guy.
I was screwing up earlier.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
it was bound to come around.
So you fling a rock, and what was the number you got?
4.
A 4. All right. So
It's a careful shot too.
it's a careful shot. So you line that up, you aim it, and you hit it right in the eye.
Ooh.
And it yelps backwards, and it's like thrashing around left and right, and it can't see where it's going.
Okay.
So next up is Sunnis.
Sunnis, kill it!
Okay.
What would you like to do, Sunnis?
Team attack.
I'll just run right up to that thing with my awesome spear and just go for its other eye.
All right. So are you gonna roll aggressive?
I'll go aggressive.
Careful.
Well,
You can do careful if you're like really like aiming really,
yeah, if I can.
or you could do flashy.
Can
if
I
you
do
wanna
flashy?
Yeah, if you want to do something like really.
I'm totally gonna try to go
Can
flashy.
you please Jedi Kid lightsaber this thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Oh my gosh.
Like
I'm
that
gonna,
Jedi Kid?
cartwheel and then.
Okay.
I'm picturing like
Yep,
the
the Star
Jedi
Wars
Kid.
kid, yeah.
the
on the
Star
one
Wars
hand, I
Kid.
really want you to succeed, but I really want you to fail too because I want to see what's gonna happen.
Let's go flashy. That is a 2.
A 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're swinging your spear around. You like kind of like smack it along the ground. You're just spinning it all over the place. You're like ah, and you stab at it. You don't quite hit it in the eye. You just kind of like smack it on the side of the face. And it seems like more annoyed than anything else. But you're still pretty proud of what you did.
You know, I really thought that this would work better. It looked like it worked pretty well in the video.
So Zorby mentioned that he gets telenovelas. Do they also get YouTube videos out here? Because I swear, Sunnis was doing something that looked very familiar.
Remember when I said he could dance? This is something else.
That was pretty badass, Sunnis.
Did it!
It looked real cool.
Thanks. Did you see what I did?
I did.
Yeah.
And right after you do that, it kind of like gnaws onto your spear.
Hey!
And kind of like is like now like pulling on it.
No. No.
Are you trying to boop its
I'm
snoot?
gonna boop its snoot.
All right, roll an aggressive.
Okay. Ooh, damn.
That's the best roll you've had all night.
I know. That's a 1.
All right. You boop its snoot, and some of the fur kind of licks against your hands, your fin, and it burns. Like it is really hot. And so you are going to take a condition of burned.
Oh.
And it is, I mean, it is bad. Like it is.
Oh, that's
really
bad.
hot. It is really.
Oh my
hot.
goodness.
And so you basically rear back, and you're like, that's too much.
Yeah, sort of
It's too
forgot
much.
that its face was made of fire.
Yeah. So next,
Did I get my spear back?
you did not get your spear back.
Oh no.
I mean, you could still be holding on to it with the other
Sure.
fin if you want, but that was a bad boop. That was a bad snoop boop.
Right, Mimpi.
Mimpi up next. So Mimpi scooted all the way down the road, and you're not sure where he is.
Oh great.
Good job, Mimpi.
Mimpi may not be coming back, you guys. He said that nobody's ever made it this far. Maybe he didn't have a plan.
True.
Coco is still terrified. Zorby. Sunnis is currently wrestling a spear away from this
and
Habanyote and crying.
Okay. I grab my spear and I say, I'm gonna get your spear back, Sunnis.
Do it, buddy!
And I too, taking a cue from Sunnis, inspiration. I'm inspired by you. I'm gonna do a flashy move. All right. I'm gonna just like Sunnis. I'm gonna be like, "This one's for you, buddy." Swinging it,
friend.
doing it, cartwheeling it. Gonna try to get in that other
Cartwheel
eye.
again, yeah.
Yep.
You got so many tentacles, you can do more
Exactly.
than that.
Flashy. 3.
All right, so you do the patented Zorby cartwheel move, and your spear actually has kind of a good bend to it, so it kind of rolls with you pretty well. So you're able to pick up a good amount of speed, and you stab at the Habanyote, and again, you don't quite hit it, in like a kill spot or anything like that, but you do kind of like lodge it kind of in the back of the Habanyote. But you can see kind of your spear is now starting to kind of like crackle. A little
Is it enough to have him release Sunnis' spear?
No.
Damn it.
As a matter of fact, the Habanyote, when you stab it, kind of winces and chomps down and bites the end off of Sunnis' spear.
no.
So now Sunnis basically just has
I got a stick.
a
A
stick.
stick.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's a knife.
I got it back.
Got a knife.
I did it.
That's not a knife.
This is a knife.
Spankuka.
Is Wendy close enough to me where I could just grab her and go?
She's against the wall still. You're trying to grab Wendy.
Yeah, I want Wendy to come with me because I need her to freeze the fire if I'm gonna take down this.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You should roll an aggressive. Wendy, is this something that you're going to resist? Do you want her to take you or no?
It depends on where we're going. Are we going after the one that she?
Yes.
I imagine that's the case.
But okay.
So I have basically 2.
What about these
2?
guys?
I need you. We're a team.
I'm reluctant.
You're
to
reluctant?
go
Okay, so
because-
roll, I'll say, roll a quick.
Okay, definitely not quick. Ooh, 1.
Okay, so Pankuka is able to kind of dislodge you from the wall anyways. It's kind of like dragging you through
Yeah.
the forest anyways.
Okay.
So you're chasing after, I assume, the other...
Yeah, I'm following the blood
Habanyote.
trail.
So,
I'm
yeah,
gonna take this down.
it's interesting following it because there is a bit of a blood trail, which you're good at picking up on because of your hunting prowess. But also, you see like singe marks along all of the trees that it's kind of like passed by. So you're able to track it pretty well. And so you find it, and it's kind of like curled up against another rock, and it's kind of like licking at its wounds a little bit, unawares of your existence.
Okay.
But
I guess if I'm doing this,
so that was your action.
Okay.
So now,
I guess since I'm here, I'm gonna use my best option in sneaking. I'm gonna try to sneak up to it and
Okay.
just full blast.
full blast super freeze.
Yeah,
On a certain area or what?
on the habanero.
The whole thing apparently.
Like right in the face.
Just a cloud of it. Just,
The biggest frost blast you've ever seen from Wendy.
I've done a lot.
Hadouken.
Hadouken.
Oh God. I guess I wanna
Yeah, you
take
better-
a 2.
Gonna take a 2. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was the total you got was a 2,
Well, I'm +3, +2, 5.
but you got -3.
I'm using a fate point.
Right, and
to
then
take
what's
a
your?
2.
Oh, you're doing sneaky. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a 5.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I'd rather get this right than get eaten.
so Scuba sneaks up on
Good.
the unawares. Habanyote.
Yes.
It's a tri-blast.
And
One,
puts
2,
her arms
3.
forward. Do you have like a phrase you want to utter? Is there some
Sorry.
so reluctant, like I don't mean to? And yeah, the biggest cloud of ice we've seen Scuba blast yet. Blast the Habanyote in the face, and you see a bunch of the fur immediately kind of like disappears away.
Oh, yes.
And so it's kind of like almost like a hairless, kind of dog situation. It looks a lot smaller than it did before, and it clearly has been harmed pretty severely, and it just sort of falls limp.
Yeah.
Is it dead?
Still breathing.
I'm like, ugh. I can't actually see it, so you have to get in there.
That's
Sunnis.
fine. I'll do it.
Sunnis, you're still back up here on the road with the one that ate your spear.
So I've got a broken stick
Yep.
and a burned hand.
Yep.
Okay. I drop the stick. I take the rock. And in a crap, I can't remember the Olympic sport. The sport where you have to like swing your whole body, like the disc throw. In a disc throw.
Discus?
Yeah,
Discus.
yeah. In that type of fashion, I want to try to throw my rock into its eye. The other
eye.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna call that careful, I would assume, because you're aiming for a specific part.
Yeah.
I don't know why you just wanted to stab it with a stick.
It's the dull side of the stick.
Ah.
You're
Unlike
also
a dull rock.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
dull size of rock.
Let's go.
Well spotted.
Spotted.
That's a 2 on
2. So you hurl. You do a nice little spin. You hurl your rock at the Habanyote. It hits it on the forehead, kind of. And when it does that, the Habanyote kind of like definitely seems like it got hit pretty hard, right? It's like kind of like reeling back a little bit.
Yeah.
And when the rock hits the ground, it makes kind of like some 16-bit noises. And then the thing is still kind of like shaking around, but it's kind of like dully moving back and forth.
All right.
Out of nowhere, Mimpi comes spinning back up and knocks its legs out from under it again. And his little spear that he's holding on to in his tiny little turtle side kind of shoves right into the side of it as he passes by. And it's looking
Mimpi.
pretty dang messed up.
Ooh.
Coco continues to be terrified.
Do it, Cuca.
Zorby.
I'm gonna console Coco.
Wow.
Isn't that Mimpi's job?
Zorby's gonna go over and console Coco. What are you gonna do?
Love a
I'm
triangle.
gonna go over and I'm gonna just be like, look, one's dead, one's gone. This guy, he's almost done. All right, there's nothing to be afraid of. We've got this. It's taken care of. You can relax now. The danger's over.
Really?
It's over. We did it.
Oh Y'all are so brave.
This guy's not getting back up. I guarantee you, Zorby's gonna take care of this guy.
Zorby?
I'm sorry, Thunnis is gonna take care of this guy. I guarantee you, Thunnis is gonna take care of this guy.
Roll a clever.
Me?
Yep.
Use a fate point. 4.
A 4. Okay. So, you're consoling Coco, and you're saying, it's not going to get back up. Everything's fine. Everything's wonderful, and you seem to be right. Pankuka.
Since it's like frozen and whimpering, I'm just gonna go up and slit its throat.
Damn. Roll aggressive.
Oh.
4.
You kill the crap out of it.
Just say like covered in blood.
Yeah.
Wendy's there, it's like, and you're just like, yeah.
Dude, I was not prepared for that amount of ice that I put out. I guess life or death situation, it's either fight or flight, right? So I put all 3 hands together on that one.
Oh yeah, Wendy helped too. I can't forget about Wendy. She froze it in place and then I killed it. So we're pretty good teammates.
I didn't want to go with her. I don't understand why she keeps taking me with her.
Just bathed in the blood of the Habanyote.
Is it spicy blood?
The blood itself is
Like
not
spicy
really.
ketchup.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just kind of like mild.
Sriracha.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
Can I pull it back?
Sure. Scuba.
I guess we're done
I
here.
assume you're following.
Yeah.
Good job, Wendy.
Back to the road. Thunnis! There is still a confused, whimpering, smashed, beaten Habanyote in the middle of the road.
All right, we can get this damn eye if it's one thing or another. All right. So
Use your stick, Ash.
I pick up the stick that I just dropped, and like the side that snapped off is, I guess, a little bit of a snapped off sharp side. And I go for the eye
All right.
in a, I guess, aggressive fashion.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is gonna be
Can I
terrible.
hear a war cry from you?
Yes, please.
Roll first.
Okay,
You're still gonna war cry.
that's a +3 total.
Wow!
All right.
War
Give
cry,
your war
Ash.
cry. And you stab it right in the eye.
Now it's blind.
And now it's dead.
Yes!
So all 3 of the Habanyotes have been defeated.
When did Thunnis get so cool? I mean, first he does the gourd thing and now he stabs in the eye. Go, Thunnis! You're so cool!
Hey, look, I'll admit when I'm wrong. I said this guy couldn't fight. Turns out, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah! Take that eye by a spear that was super awesome and not bad at all.
Mimpi. Wow. Oh. Honestly, I'd never seen anybody make it this far before.
Told you, Mimpi. We're the best. We're gonna get your water back.
I really hope so.
We don't mess around.
Speaking of water, I'm gonna put my burned hand in the puddle
in
that
the
I
puddle,
made.
yeah, okay.
Good thing I made this puddle, guys.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching that episode of Uranium Chef. If you liked it and if you want to support the type of content like this that we do on this channel, consider supporting us down at that Patreon link down below. It goes towards this and other cool projects that we're working on here. And if you support us, you get your name all the way over here. You see all these cool people? Look at them. Ooh, yeah! Look at them go. Look at them